or the whole of whenever I go to Europe, I tell them, how can you be less informed than the birds? Because the birds know this, the birds.
Yeah.
In winter, they all come here and go back in summer. So when I went to Sweden, I said, you people, how can the birds be more informed than you people? What are you doing here in winter? Why don't you come and spend the summer in Uganda and spend the winter, their winter in Uganda? So,
good idea. Very good idea.
Very good. And the Russians were always freezing in those places. In 1969, I was a student, and I went for a conference in North Korea, Kim Il-sung. It must have been like maybe September or October there. And when we were coming back, first we stopped in Prague, and from Prague we went straight to Pyongyang. But when we were coming back, we stopped in a place called Irkutsk. And it was not yet winter. It was, I think it was October, because we were coming back for the school, for the university opening. And they said, oh, it's now autumn, but the temperature is -2 degrees. Ooh. So what will happen when the real winter comes?
How you want the rest?
The North Koreans had informed us, and we had some. So then from Irkutsk, we flew to Moscow, and I stayed there for 5 days, and then flew to Cairo. So here, it so happened that this good climate is because of latitude and altitude. The confluence of the two. We are right on the equator, but also with the high altitude. Because here where we are sitting is 1,300 meters above the sea, here. And some parts of Uganda go up 5,000 meters. So you find permanent snow on the equator. Now, there are not many places in the world which are like that.
Absolutely.
Actually, I think there are only 3 in the whole globe. There is a place called Ecuador in South America. I have never been there, but
you have to go there to compare.
But I suspect it could be.
Yeah.
Then you have Uganda. Then you have a part of Kenya, near Mount Kenya, because that's where the equator passes. Now, most of the time, the equator is passing through low-lying areas, low altitude, like the Amazon forest in South America, the Amazon, the forest, the Congo forest, very humid, a lot of humidity. Then the equator goes into the ocean. Then it emerges in parts of Indonesia and the Philippines. Very humid. So it is here. It is the only place where you are on the equator, but also with a high altitude. That's why the climate really is unique and nice. So we use it to advise tourists to come. They are coming. We are now about 1.6 million tourists, but we can have many more than that. When I see that 23 million tourists are going to Spain, I say, what are you going to do in Spain? Why don't you?